Welcome back, and another week of Talking Technical, and thank you for all the requests that we do receive. And remember, this is a service for the public to send in requests, and yes, we do that for a living. We do opinions day in and day out for all our readers. For those that are just want to drop an email or WhatsApp, you can always do so, because then we can analyze it on the show and other people can also learn. And the first request was Exxaro. And you will see that we've also got one on Thungela, but Thungela is something different because everybody is chasing the momentum now because of the dividend. And investors are just saying, but Exxaro must also fly. And this is what we're seeing here. If we look at this candle chart on a daily basis, look where it was. It wasn't in middle of July, it was 180 Rand. And now it's close to 224 Rand. But what I don't like about this chart is look at this lamp pole formation. I mean, this steep rally that we've seen well, you can almost say in a matter of 10, 12 days, it went up from 190 to about 224. And then that's always the question, do you want to buy it after the share rallied? You can almost say 25 Rand in a matter of a few trading days. In this case, 35 Rand. In a matter of a few trading days. And that's the big thing. If you want to do that, yes, you can do it. But that means that you simply chase momentum. Let's just have a look at the line chart, and then you will see immediately what I see there. Look at that rally straight away up, and that's usually never a good sign. For me personally, I would rather look for a place where I can lock in some profit. Let's just do that line there. Let's just do that. I just want to draw it in, and momentum will be positive while the chart moves above 221.89. Above 221.89, you can hold on to the chart. But to come and buy it now, yes, of course, I know people will buy it. Buy it then if you want to chase momentum. But use this as your stop loss, 213.20. I mean, to chase a stock after a 35 Rand rally almost in a straight line, I don't know if it's such a good idea, but I know that people love that, and they also like to buy it, and they believe that the share can actually go a little bit higher. Let's maybe just, for the same sake, just have a look at the weekly chart. Look at that. I mean, if you look at the weekly chart, and there's a clear lamp pole formation. It rallied almost in a straight line in a matter of a few weeks. So for me, unfortunately, yes, you can chase it, stick to that stop loss, and I hope that it can maybe go back all the way to that high, and that high eventually will be 234.56. Well, let's have a look at Thungela Resources. I mean, this is the company coming out of America, Anglo-American, that they unbundled their coal assets, listed them separately in South Africa. And since then, the share really surprised. Look what happened here. I mean, the share was listed at around 30 Rand. And from 30 Rand, it almost went up in a straight line. And of course, this is a weekly chart. And now you will get investors saying, but can I still buy for the dividend? Yes, there's a dividend coming out soon. I always ask myself, if you want to buy now at 347 Rand, and that dividend doesn't matter, let's call it 20 Rand. If that's 20 Rand, do you really think that the share will just jump up? In actual fact, sometimes what we do find is when a dividend gets declared the last day to trade, the following day, the share actually drops with the amount of the dividend. So just be careful when you chase a share for momentum, and especially for the dividend. Always keep that in mind, that usually the share drops first, see that the dividend gets paid out, and then the share can work up again. So for me personally, I think again, too late to buy. But I mean, if you are brave enough to buy, just buy. But I cannot even see a stop loss level there. Stop loss level is 293, and the share is trading at around 347 Rand. So a big stop loss if you want to chase it for the dividend only. We had a request on Heritage Global. In actual fact, it was quite a few weeks that we mentioned the share, and I want to just refresh your memory. We saw then this little descending channel. There was a descending channel all the way to the downside, and that descending channel now broke up, and it turned into a positive. There you are. Just want to draw that line in correctly. You will see, there you are. There's the descending channel. It gave us a beautiful buying signal at $1.12. It went up, and what do we see now? We see beautiful higher lows developing all the way. That is positive. And once again, we do get this request. Maybe it's the same viewer that dropped us the request. He said, listen, can I still buy the share? Maybe he didn't believe us then, right at the bottom. And that's always the case that you must keep in mind. When you want to buy a share, rather buy it when there's a break and you see the confirmation. If you don't buy there, wait for that first initial one. There you are. Can you have a look there? There was the first higher high. Look at it. There was the low. There was a higher low. There was the first higher high. If you did miss this opportunity, rather buy it now, because when you buy it now, suddenly you become a momentum trader. And I mean, the share went from 126 to almost 1.8 in a few weeks. Very good, looks positive to me. But I think also what we say in Afrikaans, mosterd na die mal. But I mean, for those that did buy, my first warning signal will be below this little line. There's the support. You can see that little support there, below 1.68. Share will make me a little bit nervous. But at the moment, the momentum up, where can it go to? I mean, there's some strong resistance at 1.92, 1.962, and then 2.20 maybe in time to come. Let's look at Future Fuel Corporation. Well, first of all, the share looks like it's consolidating here at lower levels around the $7 level. But worries me is, look at this, almost you can say a head and shoulder formation developing here. And although the share is already been sold off from around $18 to $7, it looks like if this neckline turns into resistance, that is sitting at 6.8. This share can actually go a little bit lower. Let's just get the targets for you guys. First of all, let's get the full target. For me personally, I will get nervous to just go and buy the share because I don't like this in this head and shoulder formation. This head and shoulder formation, if it breaks below that neckline, share can actually go to $4.23. And of course, where will it be positive? Where can we see that the share can maybe go up? There's the top of the right shoulder. Let's just get that. That level is exactly at $8. Above $8, yes, we can maybe see the momentum turning up. Above $8, I will use this neckline as my stop loss. But for me, what I don't like about this company, even with the oil price relaxed a little bit, I mean, the oil price is still reluctantly high. I mean, it's still trading above $95, $100 on Brent. It doesn't really want to drop to lower levels. I mean, my next low on Brent oil will probably be around 87, and Brent oil did not go below that. It actually stays above that. And if you look at energy prices in Europe, we in South Africa pay terrible petrol prices, but in Europe, energy prices has really skyrocketed. And that tells me that maybe some of the informed capital realize that the price of oil can still be reluctantly high. Now, then I always ask, if that is the case, why will a share give you this sort of information? That share tells you that it's struggling, it doesn't want to pick up, it doesn't get capital from informed investors to buy it. So I'll be a little bit nervous just to go and buy it, but of course, we always know that above this right shoulder's high, the share can maybe surprise to the upside. Let us look at Flushing Financial Corporation. I mean, there was also a request to buy the share, and this is now a typical case of when a share rallied from $10 all the way up to $24 on a weekly basis in a matter of few weeks, suddenly you get this consolidation here. This consolidation makes me a little bit nervous because what do we see? We see a classic, you can almost say head and shoulder formation. There's the left shoulder, there's the head. We're busy working on the right shoulder, and the neckline is sitting at $20.80, below $20.80. Where can the share go to? Let's first give you the conservative target. I just want to project that quickly So for me, unfortunately, I'm a little bit nervous on this chart because below that neckline, my conservative target will be $19. My full target, if I go down, have a look there. I just want to do the extension there. You can see if that neckline breaks, it can actually take it down all the way down to $16, $16.8. For me, I'm nervous. But once again, as you know, we can look at this right shoulder. There's the top of the right shoulder. If the share goes above 23.10, then you'll probably see a continuation to the upside. For me, once again, the big lesson for me, for the viewer, if you look at the lamp pull formation, it always gives you either pullback or a consolidation. I mean, this consolidation is carrying on for almost a year now. And in actual fact, it's, well, you can say 9 months. It's quite a long time. So when this consolidation breaks to the downside, you'll probably see what we see, loss of momentum to the downside. So I will just not go in and buy. For me personally, if I look at all these charts that I've seen now, it looks like a lot of charts, the sellers that told us that the share price has rallied beautifully in a consolidation phase, or they get chased up either with a dividend payout that's going to be surprised, or one of those other things. For me, it's purely momentum trades. The top 40 index did come back a bit. The S&P 500 did come back a bit. There's a lot of these charts that's showing you all these consolidation patterns to the top, and it's almost like they're waiting for either new momentum to the upside, or they want to relax a bit and pull back a little bit. For me personally, the S&P 500, as we all know, needs to get back above 4250, and the top 40 index, for me, well above that 65,000 level. If it doesn't go above that, I'm a little bit nervous on that. But visit our website, www.fransklerk.com, for more info, and we'll chat again.